Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Mr. G's Custom Baits. Custom Baits video. Here's a bluegill that I did. I went ahead and did the crackle on it before I started the video. So, some of y'all wanted to see how I did this. So, as you can see, I went ahead and did the crackle first. So what we're going to do is take our first color, which is OPEC Wicked Behemoth Yellow. I don't even know. But anyway, it's 0081. And I thinned this out super thin. So this is pretty thin. And I mean like really thin. And this is how you make this work. So I'm going to turn my pressure down to about 4 or 5. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start here on the throat area and just spray this yellow. And this is where this works, is little is more. Little paint is more. So we'll do it up to about right there. If y'all hear that noise, it's just because I have water up in my chamber area. Because I forgot I pulled my needle out. But there. We'll heat set that because it's running. I mean, I'm telling you, that I have that paint super thin. Alright, so we're going to try this again. And another thing on this is trigger control. I'm just barely pulling back on that trigger. So there's not a lot of paint coming out. There. That's all the yellow we're going to do. Just that right there. Just like that. So, let's see. Right in there. Always put yellow right in there. Alright. Alright. So, we'll clean this out. And we'll move on to our next color. Yeah, and like I said, if y'all looking for a good cheap airbrush, I mean, you can't go wrong with this Badger Patriot 105. I mean, it's a good airbrush. And this one cost me $110 because I got the needles. I got the conversion kit with it. So I have the 0.3, 0.5, and 0.7 needle. So what's in it is the 0.3 needle. But you can go on Badger's website and click on their deals. Our next color is this transparent orange from Createx. So, but you can go click on their deals and you can find this Patriot that comes with the 0.5 needle for about $60-65 bucks. Pretty cheap for a good airbrush. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this orange up in this throat area. And again, just super light, nothing heavy. And then we're just going to go right in there with it. Kind of bring it up a little. Air compressor got jammed. Alright, that's all we're going to do with that orange right there. So, clean this out and we'll be right back. Let me pause it while I adjust my air compressor. Okay, so I upped my air pressure a little bit for this next color. We upped it to about, it's around 15. So our next one is going to be this Plum Flash Folk Art. And remember, I have this thinned out super thin. So that'll be our next color. And what we're going to do is just spray this on the sides just super lightly. So just up to that lateral line. And if y'all have ever watched Michael Warrenstein, which is the Brotherhood Custom Baits on Facebook, I mean, you've heard him say a lot of times, less is more. So, and that's all the purple we're gonna do. So then we'll flip it over, dang flies, and we'll do the same on this. Just up to that lateral line. And try to get as close to that fin as we can. Just like that. I mean, and that way you can see that. You can see that crackle effect behind that. So I'll clean this out. And this is just to let you know the light trigger, and I mean, this is where trigger control, low pressure, and super thin paints. I mean, or you don't even have to thin some of these paints like this. This next color that we're going to use is Pearl Lime Green from Createx. I'm not even going to thin this out. It's just we're going to spray it really light to where you can still see that crackle effect. So that's our next color, is that Pearl Lime. And we're just going to spray this super, super light. Just enough that you can see the green. Nothing heavy, nothing crazy. And then we'll just go ahead and go right. Yeah, the top of the gills and stuff don't really matter. Or the fins. But just real light. I mean, we're just doing this super light. Just barely pulling back on that trigger. And then we'll do around the face, just real light, just like that, so you can still see that crackle. Then you can still see that crackle, just like that. I mean, that's how I do it, and it makes it look like you crackled the colors, but you don't. But I really appreciate all the subscribers and all the comments and y'all wanting to see how I do certain things. I mean, I don't mind sharing. I mean, I picked a lot of this stuff up on my own, but I watched a lot of videos when I first started too. Of course, there wasn't a lot of people doing it back then. So anyway, let's heat set him real quick. But now we're going to do the bars. We'll do his bars. So I'm just going to do his bars in sepia. Oops. We'll just do his bars in detail, wicked detail sepia. This is going to be kind of a vibrant bluegill. One of my many patterns I paint. I paint tons of bluegill. I've sold a lot of bluegill. So anyway, that's not my big stencil. I need my big bar stencil. There he is. I need to get a new one. This one I've about wore it out. But these I get from Insane Custom Stencils. So we're just going to match the earmarks on here. Then we're just going to do this super light also, and then I just make sure everything's kind of lined up where I want it, then I just hold it. Alright. Yep, there it is. See, we just want that really light, nothing heavy. And you'll be amazed at how realistic this thing looks. And remember, always wipe your stencils off. So now we'll do this side, get it lined up. Whoops. I might just go ahead and do my brown bluegill on this one. But see how light that is? I mean, you don't want those super duper dark. So what we'll do, instead of doing a green one, we're just going to leave the sepia. And we're just going to go over them real light. Nothing heavy. Dang barking dog. Wow. Starting to look like a bluegill. Okay, clean this out. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this Apple Barrel Aqua Sky, and I'm going to put, I don't know, several drops. We're going to thin this out pretty good. So we're just going to do a couple of drops. I don't know, quarter of a cup full. Pretty big cup, but make sure you get all your little crusties out. So it's always good just to put your reducer in there first and then put the paint in. Then that way when you spray it, it comes out thin. And always backwash it a little bit too. Then that way if some of that thicker stuff did get kind of in there. Alright. Man, that looks chunky. But anyway. Alright, air pressure is way too high. So we're going to bump this air pressure down. Probably quite a bit. The blue paint all over my fingers. There we Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna paint it blue right in there. So well, see, I have it pretty thin, so you don't want to pull back too far on that trigger. Not too far at all. Because then it'll start just shooting it everywhere. Yeah. Alright. Oh, nope. Don't do that. Let's heat set that. Kind of a little more than I wanted shooting out there. Alright. And that's what we want right there, just like that. Super light. Nothing heavy. This is the part that always messes with me because I don't want to jack my bait up. We're going to give it just a little more pressure. There we go. Now I think I got her dialed in. Yeah. So, there we go. That's better. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit more. I think that's gonna do it right there. But y'all see that? Make them match on both sides. Looks pretty good. He turned it out pretty good. Keep getting that old tip dry going on. There we go. Now we got them matching. But anyway. Alright, clean out the airbrush and we'll do our last deal. So now we're going to load Createx OPEC Black in the chamber. Just a couple of drops because it's not going to take very much. Alright, so what we're going to do is match up this ear mark. So, alright. Okay, there's that ear mark. Then we'll flip him over. Wipe the stencil off. There's that ear mark. Alright. Yeah, you can always tell when I pull back too far on the trigger. That's how thin I have my paint, so just so it'll work on this pattern. Alright, it's pretty close to about the same, so, well, and there you go. That's how I do my bluegills with the crackle effect. Just super light layers. Wow, this still has blue paint in it. Okay, there we got it cleaned out. So anyway, that is how we do the realistic looking bluegills. And you can still see the crackle effect underneath. So, kind of gives it a sense of realism. I don't know if y'all think so, but I do. I think it does. But you can see the crackle on its head. Everywhere, fins. So, that's what I'm saying. Just super light coats. But anyway, y'all just seen how I painted my... I normally don't show how I paint my brown bluegills, brown back bluegills, but now y'all know. So y'all just seen it. So I'll let another secret out. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and hope this answered your question. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like and comment. Thank you.